6 a.m. in the morning, gotta get out of bed. Alarm clock's ringing, fuzzy hair on top of her head. Curtain closes, birds singing, now she gotta get dressed. The books scattered on the floor, and the room is a mess. Eyes open with a squint as she's starting to stretch. Alarm clock still ringing at the side of the bed. She flips over, turns it off, got a new one set. She turns back round, got another 10-minute rest. A couple minutes go by, starts ringing again. She checks the phone, time showing it was 6:10. Bags underneath her eyes as she got out of bed. The soul-crushing motherfucking long day ahead. She turned the shower on, by the time she's out about an hour's gone. She gotta catch the bus in an hour. She turned the shower off, she doing makeup, she putting all the powder on. Time running out, feel like she running a marathon. She wanna skip class, and that was one of her shower thoughts. Hoping cool kids and bullies would turn the power off. Another hour gone, really she planned an hour on. Walking to the bus, headphones playing power songs. Feeling pressure in her bones, shaking out of her skin. The new girl, a misfit, she just wanna fit in. Sick to her stomach, a teardrop falls to her chin. It's just another day for most, but for her it begins. Step foot on the bus, people giving her looks. At the front with smart kids, at the back with the crooks. Eyes drier than before, but her body is shook. The back kids laughing at her, making fun of her book. She had a pink notepad with a princess on. Her daddy bought it cause they used to play with princess wands. And them moments were the type that made their bond so strong. But now she wishing that she never brought it all along. She puts the books in her bag as she finding a seat. Sits down at the front floor, touching her feet. The bus driver starts it up, and she hearing the screech. She got the same song playing, got it stuck on repeat. She got a passion for the music, how she moving her feet. She kicks back and forth, following along with the beat. It's like a safe place, she uses it every day of the week. But this day is more important, so it's something she needs. And now the bus stops moving, she finally touched down. Everybody getting up as they touching the school grounds. The cool kids crowd, already they too loud. 2 minutes in already, they breaking the rules now. She wanna make friends, she finding a new crowd. Different song comes on, she playing a new sound. Music is too loud, she turning it too down. Feeling better than ever, now she finally cooled down. She starts talking, conversating with some girls in the halls. They didn't even see it coming cause she 5 foot tall. They started talking about the bracelets, got the same ones on. She feeling better now, they sounding like they're hitting it off. Exchange names, it was Jessica, Becky and Josh. Her name was Jocelyn, but that's a name she'd never been called. Added in the contacts, making sure it was Josh. And later that night, they all planned to jump in a car. Parted ways now, Josh gotta get to a class. The first two was biology, and the second was math. She started walking through the halls on the way to the class. She comes across the cool kids that would sit in the back, making fun of her books and grabbing them out the bag. She kept telling them to stop, but they ain't have none of that. They tore it up, ripped apart, threw it back in the bag. And they don't understand that book was just a gift from her dad. She sat down in the corner as she started to cry, tears running down her face from a bloodshot eye. And then a couple minutes later, walking in was a guy. He was helping pick her up and wipe the tears from her eyes. He asked what happened, she told him about the guys from the bus and how they ripped apart her books and they tore it all up. And then she told him that the book was a gift that her dad gave her, and it's heartbreaking, she won't even see her dad later. See, her dad works nights, struggled to get by, and that book that he bought, it was something they liked. Once again he walks up, wipes a tear from her eye. He said he'd walk her up to class, make sure she alright. She asked his name, he replied with my name is Mason. And them boys that ripped your book, shit I really hate them. Them the ones that act tough cause they parents hate them. So they putting on an act, they ain't tough, they faking. Touchdown to the class as they say goodbye. A rough start, but she made friends and met a good guy. She sat down at the front, wiped a tear from her eye. Tick tock from the clock, watch the time go by. 3:30, it couldn't come too early. Same walk to the bus, getting home in a hurry. Lay in the bed, put the headphones on, close eyes, fall asleep as she danced to a song and she's singing like. Wakes up, it was 10:10. Gotta set another 6 o'clock alarm again. Sweating underneath her clothes, so she getting redressed. Another couple hours more before she's sleeping again. Daddy's still not home and mommy is long gone. Hasn't even seen her mom, she was never involved. Jumps back in the bed, same headphones on. She falls asleep, still dancing to the same old song. 6 a.m. next day, gotta get out of bed. Still tired with the fuzzy hair on top of her head. Room's tidy and the books laying under the bed. The curtains open, birds singing, now she gotta get dressed. Eyes open with a squint as she's starting to stretch. She turns off the alarm at the side of the bed. So tired, but she doesn't want a 10-minute rest. She wanna get the day done, hang with Becky and Jess. She turned the shower on, cold water running, turn the power on. By the time she finishes, only a half an hour's gone. Today she doesn't feel like she running a marathon. Matter of fact, makeup already, she got the powder on. Same shower thought, playing the same power song, hoping cool kids and bullies would turn the power off. Catch the bus in a bright pink dress, a soul-crushing motherfucking long day ahead. She touched down on the bus, sit at the same seat, floor on the same feet, kicking to the same beat. Bus driver on the move, she be hearing same screech, and the bullies at the back picking on the same beat. They make jokes and remarks about a bright pink dress. Her daddy bought her that too, she is little princess. She doesn't cry this time, though she really upset. She's saying shut the fuck up, and she say it with chest. And then a guy from the back put his hands on her neck, spitting in her face, go say that shit again. If you try to stand up, you'll be full of regret. And by regret I mean that you'll regret the day that we met. He backs down, let's go, she finally sits down. Hand marks round her neck, smile turned through a frown. The sky's blue, but she feeling like it's covered in clouds. She plugged her headphones, playing on the same old sound. The bus driver stops moving, they finally touch down. Everybody getting up as they touching the school grounds. This time the back kids, they was waiting around, and Josh was getting off the bus, now they flocking the crowd. She in the middle of a circle as they bringing her down. The bag was snatched, books scattered over the ground. She wanna run away, but they was never letting her out. They cut her headphones, fuck about your gay old sound. Now the back of a pink dress looking like rags. She picking up all of the books and put them back in the bag. Dress cut in the back, white dots turning black. One step off the bus and she getting attacked. Headphones in the trash, now she gotta replace them. And that boy that cut him up look like someone she hang with. She catch through him in the hall, says she trying to trace him. He pulls his hood down, fathoming the fact it was Mason. She felt betrayed, felt lost, felt shook to the core. From what I understand, she never felt this feeling before. Heart broke, eyes closed as she walked through the door. She wanna run away, she doesn't wanna live anymore. Starts picking up a phone, ringing Becky and Jess. In her eyes, the last hope that she had for a friend, but they ain't answer, so she running back and forth in the hall. The phone ringing, it was Jess. Now she pick up the call, they said, look, I'm sorry, but we can't be friends. There's just a lot going on, and I'ma say it with chest. You've been crying all the time, you've been acting upset. It's like you're trying to get attention, now you acting depressed. The caller and so broke, she just wanna give up. Fuck school, runs home out the gate in a rush. Tears running from her eyes as she getting the bus. The last day of her life, now she giving it up. Jess and Becky got told about the shit in the bus, and how the kids from the back, they was beating her up. They was shocked, never knew that this was happening right. So they go run to Josh's house, turn her wrong to a right. Josh found her dad's gun in the back of a closet, and Jess and Becky on the run, cause they trying to stop it. Touchdown at the front of the house at the gate, but by the time they got there, it was already too late.
This is Suicide Prevention Month, designed to raise awareness of an epidemic. Every 90 minutes, someone between the ages of 15 and 24 takes his or her life. The young woman you're about to meet tonight was 17.
Her mother, Tricia Norman, says her daughter's suicide came after months of bullying on social media and in person.
You haven't killed yourself yet? Would you please just die? They got what they wanted.
They run into the house, Becky kicking the door. It falls flat on the ground, blood all over the floor. It was a sight they never seen, full of bloody and gore. Because a friend turned foe, not a friend no more. They call an ambulance, really ain't nobody could've planned for this. A daddy on the way, only finding out what is happening. It's so damaging, really he couldn't fathom it. A sweet little girl bleeding out by the cabinet. He bringing bandages, thinking it ain't as bad as it seems, but arriving on the scene was so shattering. He going mad while the doctors are trying to handle it. Time is on the limit, she bleeding out in the ambulance. He's got a hand in his hand as he's holding bandages. Time running out, he doesn't know how to handle it. He's fucking damaged, his gun is beside the cabinet. Blood rate showing she was way below average. Until it ends, it's a matter of time. It makes you realize the only thing that matters is time. On his knees to the Lord as he begs for a sign. Heart rate slowing down to the flattest of lines. It's like, to the flattest of lines. Heart rate showing down to the flattest of lines. It's like, splatters the lines, heart rate showing down.